Today what we're going to look at is wrist pain. Now oftentimes, irrespective of what activity you're doing, you can have wrist pain. Sometimes it's in palmar flexion or dorsal flexion, sometimes known as dorsal extension, ulnar deviation or radial deviation. Pain can be anywhere in the wrist. This also works well for carpal tunnel syndrome. Typically, anybody who's got carpal tunnel syndrome, the taping method that we're going to use is more than enough to relieve it. Now, we've tested our client, and hold here, and we find that he's probably a little bit weak. All right? So what we're going to do is now tape him, put him in a neutral position. I take my tape and I tear it. Now, as a point of preface, oftentimes you will see taping methods in which somebody has cut the holes out in the center and they're putting the tape over the hand like so and over the palm. I highly recommend that this is not done, because the way the hand moves, as you go to cup your hand, you can see the tape will actually lift up, and it will only last maybe a few minutes on the hand, especially with the way that this moves. So I don't recommend that. It doesn't give you any more support, quite honestly. So to tape the wrist, we've torn our tape. This is a 2-inch anchor. Remove. Now we're going to place this no tension on the end over the wrist, and as we're coming off, this is paper off tension, 10%, coming around, and then as we come around here at the end, we kind of let the tape roll around our finger, and then we make sure that we try to keep it in line as much as we can with 0 tension on the very end of the tape, just like so. Now, smooth that out a little bit. Check the range of motion. Okay, see if they have any pain. Take him up into palmar flexion. Don't let it pull back. And as you can see, already a little bit stronger. Next thing you do is have your patient go ahead and move their wrist around and see if they have any complaints of pain in the area of concern. All right? This should be a very simple taping. Again, you don't need anything going over the palm or the back of the hand. When you're taping the wrist, especially with almost any wrist injury, and specifically carpal tunnel, we do not need to add anything over the palm of the hand at all. This will be more than enough.